Have you ever secretly wished that you could be a motivational speaker or an inspirational speaker? Like, have you ever has that thought ever crossed your mind? Like being able to help people to dramatically improve their lives with your words. I think that skill, it's an extremely rewarding endeavor for any human being. And I know for myself, it is very rewarding. But if you think that you have to be like famous, right? Or you have to be wildly outgoing in terms of your personality to make a real difference and a living as a speaker, and then I've got some good news for you. Nothing could be further from the truth, like nothing. The secret is that it all starts with crafting just one great speech. Like that's where it begins. So let's say that I gave you the opportunity right now to speak in front of, 100 people, right now. So I open up a door or you log into Zoom and there is 100 people online waiting for you. The question I have is, what would you talk about? Like what would set your soul on fire? What would you most want to share or discuss? So if when you're asked that question, you're not sure and you don't have a talk prepared and ready to go, then the opportunity itself will never turn into success for you. One of my favorite quotes is that when preparation meets opportunity, it produces the offspring that we call luck. But most people are grossly unprepared for opportunities and even less prepared for inspirational speaking opportunities. So if you're not sure what to talk about, then maybe you might want to start by thinking about what your message could be. So what would you love people to know about their life or on any type of particular topic? I often imagine this scenario. I'm walking down the street and you're walking the opposite direction and we meet each other in the middle of the street. And I can just say one thing to you about life, like one sentence. That's all I'm allowed to say to you. Well, what do I say? And maybe start there. What is the one sentence? If you could only tell me one sentence about life or whatever, whatever topic lights you up, what's the one sentence you tell me? And if you start there, then quite often you've got a point at which to expand on. You may even start to consider if it was your last day on planet Earth, right? And you could utter some final words of wisdom before you left the planet. What would those words of wisdom be? For me, my entire world is summed up by 3 words: live your love. So I know that if there was only one sentence that I could say to you, it would be live your love. That's it. I mean, that's the message of our organization. You'll see it on our websites, you see it in our manuals, you see it on our brochures. That's what it is. That's live your love. So think about that. If it was your last day on planet Earth, you could only utter just a few final words. What are they? Now, if you find that questions like this are too big, then you can actually start with an aha moment. So when people are trying to look about what we're meant to talk about, I promise you that you have aha moments throughout your life. You might be reading a book and go, oh, wow. Or you might be watching something, a documentary, wow, I didn't know that. Or you might learn something, some super cool thing that you learned that you just can't get it out of your brain, right? And you thought about it for weeks and weeks and weeks. Well, guess what? If you go and share that with a room of 100 people, they will think about it for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So we don't have to make it trickier than it needs to be. So being an inspirational speaker really just starts with a great speech. But you don't have to spend hundreds of hours, right, trying to design the content so it's ready to roll off your tongue and deliver these 5-day experiences. You don't have to do any of that stuff, right? You just want to start small and grow. So all you really need to get started is just a 5-minute speech, ready to go. That's it. Just a 5-minute talk about something that lights you up, an aha moment, some words of wisdom, whatever it may be, and start there. Because once you have a speech that genuinely motivates people, right, then technically you're a motivational speaker. I mean, you're in the game now. You don't need your first talk to be a 3-hour talk. You don't need your first talk to be 90 minutes. Your first talk can just be 5 minutes. But you've begun. You've begun the process of being a motivational speaker. And I know that it may sound like a simplistic view to take, but it's true. It's true. Everything you want to do in life is a series of small steps frequently taken. That's it. Lots of small steps continuously taken. So understand that being a motivational speaker or an inspirational speaker, anyone can do it. You know, motivational and inspirational speakers, there's nothing special about them. Nothing. They're just people like you and I, right? That's it. They're just people who found something cool and started talking. The biggest difference, though, they're not special. The biggest difference is they're just prepared. That's it. That's it. So next time you look at a motivational or inspirational speaker that's transformed your life, don't think they're special, right? Or let me say this. Don't think they're more special than you. You are as special as them. They're just more prepared. That's it. So I do know that once you deliver, right, that speech, then you're going to find people start coming up to you and they start saying stuff like, hey, when's your next talk? Hey, could you let me know when you're next speaking so I can bring some friends along? Hey, I'd really like to bring my team along. And then all of a sudden it starts to grow. And your growth as a motivational speaker, it starts with one speech. One. So as I said, when opportunity meets preparation, the reality is success is inevitable. Now, how do I know this? Well, because this is what happened to me. When I got started, nobody at all knew who I was. So when I first started Authentic Education, all the way back in 2009, no one had any idea who I was. But after time, and as my confidence grew as a speaker, more and more people got to know about the company. And more people got to know about our message. And more people started to refer more and more people to come and listen to what I was saying. And now, having presented well over 500 live events and winning 2 AFR Awards, Australian Financial Review Awards, for the fastest growing personal development and coaching company here in Australia, and having the privilege of working with 2 of the teachers from the hit movie The Secret, John Ashraf and Dr. John DeMartini, and also being featured in media publications throughout the world and helping thousands of people in 21 countries around the world, I can assure you it all started with one presentation. All of it started with one talk. And so I decided to share everything that I know about planning, presenting, and promoting highly successful live events, webinars, and workshops. And no, not the kind where it's just like, one big long sales pitch, not that. The kind of events that people are inspired to go to. The kind of events that make a real positive impact in the world. There is a strategy behind how you do this. And to create the right presentation, obviously there's a lot more that I need to share with you that's beyond this short time we have available together. And so that's why I decided to put on a free event called Prosper from Your Passion, sharing your knowledge online, so that you can learn exactly how to get your knowledge and transfer it to other people. So I'm going to show you how all of it works at this free online event. And you're also going to learn how to discover your true passion. Even when you think that you have none or you've got too many, you're going to be shown the 5 steps to packaging your passion into an offer that people are inspired to buy. I'm going to show you how to replace self-doubt and self-confidence with the ability to actually take action and make things happen. So here's what I would suggest. Just click the link in this post to learn more or get your free ticket now. And a quick disclaimer. This event will not be an event full of selling all day or boring theories or filler content or any of that sort of stuff. It is a fun, highly practical and super engaging event that really does give you the exact blueprint for making a real difference in the world using the simplicity of live events via Zoom or live in a room. And in case you're wondering, why is it free? Like if you're like, Ben, I want to do it, but wait a minute, buddy, why is this thing free? Now, it's a question that people ask, but very few companies answer it. I'll tell you why. It's free because we use a marketing method called freemium. So just like Zoom or Spotify or Gmail are free, we deliver great value for free. And of course, a small percentage of people who want more will decide to buy the premium versions of our program. So everybody wins. So if you want to begin the process of becoming a motivational or inspirational speaker, it all starts with a single click. So to learn more or grab your free ticket, just click the link in this post and I'll see you there.